the Sexy Cigar Lounge. It's your boy at JW King, aka JJ, on the microphone. I got my brothers in the building with me. What's up? What's up, fellas?
Hey, what up?
I'm
What
blessed
up?
and highly favored. Blessed and highly favored.
Hey man, I got my big boy Rock in the building. What's up, Rock?
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm just chilling over here, man. Glad to be on with you guys. I know we got some hot stuff to discuss. So
As
I'm
usual.
ready.
As usual. I got my little brother Talks in the building. What's up, Talk?
Man, what they do, man, keep applying pressure, man, because I keep applying pressure, man. Holler at me on all platforms, man. I'm that dude, man. And I'm one of God's favorites, man. Y'all fuck with me.
Hey man, we got some things going on in the news, bro. Not just that, man. I got a couple of videos to share, man. But first off, man, I want everybody that's watching to like, comment, subscribe, and also go to the page where I uploaded Minister Farrakhan's speech on Kyrie Irving and Kanye West. Did y'all see that video, man?
Yeah, I did.
I heard the speech.
What y'all thought about
Yeah,
it?
It was a powerful speech by Minister Farrakhan, and I thought it was highly appropriate considering what's going on in society right now and how they're trying to cancel Kyrie and Kanye.
I think it was gonna ruffle some feathers, man. Somebody got to do it, man. Everybody can't go, man. That's why I'm at with it. Everybody can't go, man. Somebody got to be the martyr, man. That's my stance.
Farrakhan was talking about Shaq's response to Kyrie, decision to tweet or whatever. But my thing is with Shaq, his theater that I guess he owns this line of theater, or this is his business, or he has invested in this theater. They showed that documentary. So
right.
Yeah, I think some months ago, yeah, a year ago or something, 2 years ago or something.
Is it a contradiction?
Well, I think what Mr. Farrakhan was trying to do was point out the hypocrisy and double standard that is in our world today. Meaning that how can Shaq criticize Kyrie Irving for sharing a graphic promoting a movie that was actually shown in his theater, right? And the reality of it is either Shaq doesn't know what the content that's being shown in his theaters, or it doesn't matter, right? He's a businessman and he can, and he can hide behind that, right? But when Kyrie on his personal page shares the very same movie, they want to cancel him. That's what I think Minister Farrakhan was pointing out, is that there's a double standard, there's a hypocrisy, and you also gotta point out that he said that some of these gentlemen's business partners are also Jewish, right? And it's very highly likely that Shaq's business partners are also Jewish and are part owners in the theater that showed the movie. So how ironic is that when you want to cancel a man for not making a dime off the movie, but it's okay when you're making money and actually showing the movie?
I don't think Shaq seen it. I don't think he could watch Well, he can, but I just don't think he watched every movie that come through the theater. I think it might have just slipped through the cracks like that for him. I mean, I ain't making no excuse for him. I'm really torn cause Farrakhan went in on Shaq, Charles, Barkley, LeBron. Like, I fuck with Farrakhan. He don't hold back, bitch. He for the people. And you can't cancel him. Cause he got so many niggas with money behind him. He gonna always be straight cause he for people with skin color like him. Fuck his religion. He's still about black people. You know what I'm saying? And so many millionaires fuck with him. He gonna be out. You can't cancel him. You talking about social media. You can't cancel him. 20 people with money fuck with him.
Yeah,
I don't know about the Nation of Islam as a whole. They fuck with him.
First of all, dog, that's the NOI, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't no canceling Farrakhan, bro.
Yeah, they kind of did though.
How?
They took him off all social media. You won't hear his voice.
That shit don't cancel him, bro.
And I'm thinking they got it so strong, you might can't even post his videos. Like,
he gotta
they don't fuck with that man.
He got a way to get on here though.
Not him directly. He'll send the people like Rizza Islam,
right,
or Ben X. But like his voice personally, his face getting a message. Nah, they ain't for that, boy. They not for it.
But Toxic, let me ask you this: Is he really counsel when he has direct access to the people that he want to reach? He's not for everybody. You got to understand, like he's not for everybody, and clearly he's not trying to reach everybody. Right. But the people that need to hear his message seem to hear his message. You know,
how you gonna hear if they take him off? If they silence him, they can silence you, my boy. You know that, right?
So,
but
cause like they silenced Farrakhan already, not amongst the people, but he got underlings, like Rizza Islam and Ben X. But they could silence them too. If they go to posting too much of his shit every day all day, they'll take them niggas shit off too.
Bro, it's way too many of them, bro.
No, it's like 2 or 3 big ones. They got big platforms. Don't talk about them. Not the ones with 1,000. I'm talking about them boys got 100,000, 200,000. Them boys big. They'll talk about it on Breakfast Club. They'll touch on little shit. But if you think them boys finna put Farrakhan message like with his videos and something all day every day, it ain't gonna happen, bro. They might as well have Farrakhan back. They could do it every once in a while. They not talking about Farrakhan. They got their own view, but like, well, not their own view. It come from Farrakhan, but they can't push Farrakhan all day every day. It ain't gonna happen, bro. It's not. I'm sorry.
I don't know about that, Todd.
I know about it. Them boy, go look at Rizza Islam and Ben X. They'll talk about it, but they got their own little voice and they do their thing, but they can't talk about Farrakhan and repost Farrakhan videos. Farrakhan can't make videos in his house and tell them boys to repost them all day, every day. They'll cancel their ass. They'll take their social media pages too.
It's way too many people.
But Toxic, I want to play something right quick for you guys because, and let me know if y'all can hear it.
Paper with a white man's image on it.
This is what he said. This is what he said.
My own brother.
Can you hear him?
Because he did something for a principle. You will too. Life is bigger than paper with a white man's image on it. Life is bigger than a nice house and a nice car and a lot of bling bling. Life is bigger than an Oscar. Life is bigger than a belt. Life is bigger than something that says I am the best at what I do. I'm the most valuable player, or my team won. But as a people, we are losing. We cannot afford to lose any of you. You are our kith and our kin, our flesh and our blood. And so I wanted to say something to help us to come together rather than break apart.
All right, I'll stop it. I'll stop it.
Yeah, that
I'll stop
motherfucker
it
that
right
long,
there.
boy. That motherfucker about 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's 53 minutes. But my
Hey, man,
my
hey,
point
hey,
about
hey,
it is,
if y'all hadn't heard it, you know what I'm saying, go to the Sexy Cigar Lounge. I got to post. But go ahead, Rob.
no, I just what he said. To me, what he simply was saying was, let's not publicly criticize our brothers for their attempt to share the knowledge that they've discovered in the search of knowledge of self, right? And they can criticize whoever they want to criticize, truly enough. But at the end of the day, black people should not jump on the bandwagon and try to cancel, assist in the cancellation of Kanye and Kyrie. Now, I'm really critical of Kanye because I think Kanye's motives are not necessarily as.
You think his like more like self-serving?
Yeah, Kanye is a bit self-serving with his. You know what I mean? I think if he still was with that white woman, he wouldn't be talking the way he talking. You know, Kyrie, on the other hand, I firmly believe his true desire is to enlighten the people, and that's it. It wasn't to, there's no self-serving motives in what he did.
I believe that.
I got you.
I ain't gonna lie, listen to Farrakhan, dog. I promise to God, dog.
We got.
I'm for all his messages, dog. My boy.
What's up, man? What's up?
Welcome. You talking about
What's
the Farrakhan?
up, my brother?
What's up, man? What's up?
I promise you, dog. I've been to prison, dog. A lot of Muslims, and I heard the message, dog. Them boys ain't talking about nothing wrong, dog. I just don't believe in committing. Me personally, I just can't commit to no one nothing because I'm like a freelance, like a free spirit. But the message good. I can still follow. I just don't want to label myself a Muslim or something. But I like the message, bro. They for people with skin color like me.
Let me ask you this, Toxic, because you say, you're a free spirit, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna twist it on you. And this kind of little off topic or whatever, but I'm gonna put it out there since you said, since you like the message, it rings true to you. It rings true to you. Do you think your unwillingness to live a disciplined, structured life prohibits you from committing to any religion or ideology?
Damn, that's a good ass question. No, I think I don't like titles. Except relationships, I'm cool with titles, but like religion and things, like I don't like titles because I studied so much of everything. I read the Tanakh, the Torah, I read the Quran, the Bible. I just don't like the title of, oh, you this and that. No, I like knowledge. So but if I could take something good out of everything, that's what I would instill in me. But not the commitment thing. I just it's the titles for me. Why can't I just believe certain things like what you believe in without the title? I'm with you, but I don't want to. Oh, he one of us, and I don't want that the Muslim title or the Hebrew Israelite title or the Christian title. I just want to I want the title of informationalist. I'm cool with that title. You know what I'm saying? Me personally.
That's a good answer, bro.
I ain't against nothing. I'm for a right. The rightness of my people with skin color like me. I ain't against nobody else, but I'm not against them, but I'm extra for me and people like me with the same struggle as me, if that makes sense.
I listen to a lot of different concepts and ideology, right? about how we as Black people maneuver through this society, right? And some people would say that our focus on identifying as Black and as Black people is ultimately what prevents us from completely blending in or assimilating into American society. Meaning that, understand what I'm saying? If it was not for the fact that we insist that we're Black, right? We insist that we're Black, that we could be seamlessly assimilated into society, and our skin color probably wouldn't be as big an issue if we didn't hold on to that as our identity. What do you think about that, Brent, JJ, Tox?
I'll let Brent come in. It's your boy Saint in the building. What you got to say about this, Brent?
You know what, man? I can't remember her name, but she had performed this study on a bunch of students in the classroom in which, she segregated between the color of their eyes.
Her
And
name, what a white lady name with the glasses? Jane Elliott.
there you go, Tox. Appreciate that. But one thing she learned from that study is that the inferior, whoever was inferior, not only had a low self confidence about themselves, but they underperformed when it even came to the schoolwork, when they were supposed to draw in cursive on the school board, and they underperformed so bad to the point where she compared their work toward their previous work, and they were just underperforming because they thought they were the lower class within the classroom. I think that's what American religion has did to the Black man. I think the Black man was at its strongest point ever in American history when the Nation of Islam was under Malcolm X. He was their spokesperson, and Elijah Muhammad had the book out, The Message to the Black Man. To me, it gave it empowered Black men to the point where they were a real threat to the fabric of America. So I think, that's why Kanye and Kyrie is getting so much attention, man, because what they're preaching is reversing all the ideology we've been programmed to believe. So
all right, so hold up, Brent. I want to answer this question. That's a good question. People want to know what I'm eating. I'm eating Mexican corn, man. If y'all don't know what Mexican corn is, come to Texas and I explain it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Anyway,
Brent.
go ahead, Brent.
Go ahead, Brent.
No. I feel like we have been criticized, multiple times, not only on this platform but in the Sexy Cigar Lounge on Clubhouse by the Black women for underperforming, for not rising to the occasion, and I think that has a lot to do with it. But I think the Black man has seen himself as inferior in this society over here in America, and I think the proof is in the religion. The details are in the religion, and I think I would go as so far to say, if you measure us or where we are, where Black men were in the church right after the civil rights movement compared to now, a lot of Black men have turned their back to the church, and I think a lot of Black men, when it comes to ideology, are lost, and we're looking for something to embrace, and I think that is where we make our first step toward real progression, to becoming a real threat to the economical class system here in America. I mean, that's just my opinion. That's my 2 cents.
So go ahead, JJ. I'm gonna add something. I remember. I'll just say this. I remember being turned off by religion as a young man, very young. I'm talking about as almost a boy. When I read in the Bible, probably when I was 6 or 7 years, the description of Jesus. And then I would go to my grandmother's house, and even in my church, they had a picture of a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus. Like I knew it was some rotting in the cotton then when the scripture said he had his feet were bronze and his hair was of wool. And on the walls in my grandmother's house and in my house and in the church house, they had a picture of a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus. I couldn't articulate it at that point, the issue I had with that, but I knew it was something that was inconsistent with what I was being taught to believe, you know. But I certainly would like to hear what you guys think about. And I think you're right. We were more involved in religion, certainly, Brent. I don't know that it was to our benefit long
You know,
term.
you know what turned me? What not turned me off? What? I was little. You had to go to church. Grandma, your ass going to church. And I used to try to be slick and hot my church shoes and the belt, my belt for my pants. I used to try to do all that shit. My grandma, she wasn't with it. You can't find your church shoes. Wear your tennis shoes. Your ass going. So you know what I'm saying? But then I got older. When I got older, when not even older, about like 10, 12, and I asked the pastor questions. I say, beginning of earth, God created Adam and Eve, and I'm like, then he sent Cain killed Abel, then he sent Cain off, and Cain started a family. Family with who? I asked him, who he started a family with? It wasn't nobody there but Adam and Eve. And they 2 kids. They had a kid later on. But one of the brothers killed the other brother. Then he went out and found a wife, and he started all it. Found a wife from who? And then the pastor got so fire-hot at me. I said, oh shit, I ain't asking no more questions. I said, only thing for me. And I started hiding my belts and shoes. And then my grandma, and then she did like about 11, 12. She's like, man, I'm tired of fighting you every week, nigga. Like, you don't got to go if you want to. I just ain't go no more, dog. Then my dumb ass went to prison at 20. Then I around these other religions, these older grown niggas with life sentences. And then they kept finding facts and they kept finding shit and questioning. I just like, man, it's too much out here that I don't know, man. I just want to take a little bit of this and instill it in my life. Religion to me more like a way of living life. How I think we're supposed to live life the right way. That's what I take out of it. I don't give a fuck about the structure and who started what. I just doing people right and how you want to be treated. That's what I took out of it.
Hey man, hey, real quick. I want to send a happy Veterans Day out to all my fellow vets. I got a couple of them on here.
Oh yeah, I salute y'all
Ben
boys,
Rock.
man. That's y'all. I gotta salute y'all vets. Let me salute y'all. Y'all the one vets. I salute y'all boys, man. Y'all did a great job. Y'all did something that I wasn't willing to do. They would have had to draft me, but y'all went and did it. Y'all represent the country, even though they paid y'all handsomely. But like I appreciate what y'all did, man. Y'all did what a lot of people weren't willing to do, and I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all put y'all life on the line for the country, even though they paid y'all handsomely. Like,
and some people still getting paid.
Yeah, and I appreciate what y'all did, man, for the country, because you got people like me that ain't gonna do it. And y'all did what y'all needed to be do to protect this country, man. Because contrary to popular belief, this is the greatest country on earth. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. We got our faults. But y'all protect this shit and y'all did it, and I salute y'all, man. All y'all, anybody that served in any branch, I salute y'all, man.
Hey, thank you, Toxic. And I also want to say that we are all, Brent, along with myself and JJ, we all, coincidentally, all served in the finest military operation to ever exist on planet Earth, and that is the United States Army.
No.
JJ wasn't in the Army, man. JJ was in the Air Force.
My bad, JJ. You were in the Boy Scouts. My bad. I apologize.
Get me the hell out of there. We thought with our boys, not with our out of here and our
yeah.
We had common sense. But hey man, I wanted to send a shout out to all the people that served with me, man. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all, man. We had some times, bro. But I just want to send a shout out to all the people that served with me. Send a shout out to my brother right here, man, Rock and Brent. I want to switch gears, man. I got a couple of videos, man, that was sent to me. So I want to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, try to get one. So this is an interesting video right here, man. So
This what I'm waiting for. Crank up.
I got to go through. It's like I got to choose between my child and my marriage. And the shit getting old. It getting very old and frustrating.
Between your child and your marriage, what is you doing? I mean, like, what's going on?
I'm recording, man.
I ain't recording because you ain't dropping that shit. I don't give a damn about no Facebook, no YouTube, or
I'm
nothing.
dropping this shit.
No. Hey, I don't care nothing about that. Because my thing is right here. You pay $500 a month. You can drop it. I'm going to put your business out there. You pay $500 fucking dollars a month in child support, and ain't nobody but doing no extra. No shoes, no clothes, no toys, no nothing. Fuck all that.
What you talking about, man? My son needs some shoes.
I don't give a damn. No, she can get the shoes out of child support money. She get the shoes out of child support money. That's what you pay child support for. The court ordered child support. You ain't got to do shit else. And she ain't gifting nothing else. She should have never took the fucking child support out if she needed more money.
You shouldn't feel like that, though, man.
Why shouldn't I feel like that?
That's my fucking child.
I don't fuck that child. Fuck you too. I don't give a thing about that. Shoes. Come on, to get some extra shoes and you pay $500 fucking dollars a month in child support. You ain't buying no shoes. You ain't buying no fucking shoes. You buy shoes. You buy the shoes. You buy the shoes. That's it.
Ain't no fucking that's it, man.
That's it. I'm telling you. You pay child support. What you paying the child support is for?
I'm saying, still, though. If you need some shoes, I'm gonna get the shoes.
No, you ain't getting no shoes. Not here. You ain't. It don't matter. It does not matter.
Man, this is a messed up situation all around, bro. I don't even know what to say. Because the dude that's paying $500 a month, he got himself in that situation, obviously. He not with his child's mother no more, and she put him on child support. First of all, like, what is that $500 going to, first of all? Because that's a lot of money to be paying per month if you just working a regular job.
woo! That's a
Yeah,
lot.
that was a lot for me. Matter of fact, that made the hairs on my neck stand up, bro.
That's a lot, man. That's a lot, man. What y'all gotta say, bro?
As a child support veteran.
Yeah, shout out to the child support veterans. They need their own day.
You know, I and fully, you know, understand that $500 is a lot of money, but at the end of the day, that's that man's son, and he has an obligation to provide whatever his son needs beyond the $500. Period. And I'm sure his wife is well intentioned in trying to limit, you know, what money goes in and comes out the house, but that ain't really her place. You know what I mean? She got to let him be the father that he wants to be. So that's all.
So what, dude had kids before her?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks
See,
like.
that's the thing. That's the thing with me, bro. That's what his life, my life, right? His life, all our life, if we're not with
Mine
our
too, yeah.
kid's mother, right? So any woman that we get with besides the kid's mother, but they got to have an understanding. They got to love us. They got to love us so much. They got to love us and believe in us so much. They got to kind of like, I don't know, dog. Go ahead, Brent, bro. Go ahead, Brent.
I mean, man, there's so many different angles you could take at that. But I think you hit the nail on the head that, you know, we oftentimes talk about the guy who's taking on a woman with kids and what his responsibility is going to be to them kids. But now we see the flip side of it where a guy, a baby daddy, has a wife, and now she's kind of like really coming down on him of how the financial resources are being, you know, I know we probably caught the tail end on that conversation, but maybe they having problems paying the rent. Maybe they having problems buying food, you know what I mean? And he just get a text message saying, "Hey, I need some new shoes." So who knows what position she could have been coming at it from, you know? And she's like, "Well, you already got $500 allocated to child support. We're not rich, you know what I mean?" Yeah, I put it this way: if that man is paying $500 on child support ordered, if he's paying $500, that means he probably makes somewhere in the ballpark of $2,500 a month. You know, and that's not a lot of money. That's about 20% of that. You know, so I mean, he doesn't make a lot of money himself. So you know, finances are thin. You know, so you know, you can hear the anger in her voice. There's more going on than those damn shoes. You know. But I do agree with Toxic that a woman who's coming in a situation with a man that has kids has to have the understanding that, you know, he's paying child support, but he's gonna be doing other things for those kids that fall outside of child support. It is not gonna be a comfortable situation, you know. And I think that's why a lot of women, some women, forego date men who have kids, and you know, choose not to because they don't want, you know, the man that they establish a life with, they want his finances to be dedicated to her home, not split amongst elsewhere, you know.
Now,
They need
now
to
what
get a
we
man with no
didn't
kids then.
Who?
They need to get a man with no kids. But do the man with no kids want you? Do the man with no kids want you?
I mean,
No,
it's,
that's my
it's
question. Oh, all the
well,
date men with no kids,
Hey,
cool.
but Toxic, you get in a situation, you think you prepared for it, but you're not prepared for it. People get married thinking that they're prepared for it, but they're not really prepared for it. They a person with kids thinking that they're prepared for it. It doesn't hit until the rent's due. We barely got enough money to pay that, you know, maybe a bill or two, and we also gotta get food. And now your baby mama talking about your kid need this, and that.
no,
And
no,
the
no. The
whole
son called it. The son called it,
oh, okay,
I
the
think.
son calling him saying he need this, and that. And you're like, hell, the whole reason I'm kind of like getting a hole is because I'm paying child support. You know what I mean? So, you know, it creates a situation that I don't think mentally people can prepare themselves for, you know? And
That's why
What I don't
that's
like
why I
about it,
deal with loving, empathetic women who understand. I ain't gonna my child. I had this kid before you, man, and you had a kid before me. I done been a stepdaddy. I'm the voice of the single. I'm the voice of the single mom. Like I done been a stepdaddy more than I know. I ain't never met a chick without kids, bro. That might be my life path. I never dealt with a woman who ain't had at least a kid, and I'm
but
cool with
maybe you
that.
just maybe you're a daddy for hire, Toxic.
Maybe I just understand the struggle, and I understand. Maybe I'm on earth to spread knowledge to kids. I don't abuse kids. I got a lot to pass on to kids. I don't mind with kids. I own about 8-9 kids now. A kid or two I
But
deal
here's
with.
the
I
deal,
done been a
Toxic.
stepdaddy, bro. I understand.
Here's the deal, Toxic. Men, and I'm gonna get on one of my soapboxes. Black men in particular, we've always and often have been in situations where we've had to adopt, care for, provide for a woman's children, right?
Right.
We've done that historically throughout since the beginning of us coming over here on the, in America. And a lot of us men have taken that on and wore that as a badge of honor, that we can love a child, we can care for a child that is not our biological child, but we can still love and care for them and appreciate them and nurture them and build that father-son, father-daughter relationship, even though that's not our biological child, and we live up to all the responsibilities that come along with that. But I always hear a problem when it's time for a woman to do the same for us. It's often they don't have the same commitment, the same energy, the same level of support that a lot of men have toward their children and the step parent situation. And I know all situations are different. Don't get me wrong. Every situation is different. But I'm just saying A lot of men take up the mantle of being a stepdad, and we feed, we clothe, we lights, water, gas with no problem. But he just want to buy his kids some shoes, and her reply is, "I don't give a damn about their kids. I just
Can't no woman
something
tell me
like
no shit
that
like
made
that.
her stand
Can't
up
no
on the back
woman
of my
tell me
neck."
no shit like that, bro.
Let me just
I'm sorry.
let me just say
Can't.
this quick. Let me just jump in here right quick. All right, so I seen a video a couple times. I want to give a shout out to everybody watching. Like, comment, subscribe. What's up, Floyd? What's up, boy? Floyd, my brother with him and shit like that. But the video kind of disturbed me because it looks like he been having a lot of issues with his old lady. Because you got to nerve record your old lady, you know, while y'all arguing about something that should have been personal. So, this thing, I think, is going both ways right now, man. I think she's fed up with the fact that they probably are having, you know what I'm saying, financial issues. And he's probably fed up with the fact that he's just trying to be a good dad to his son. And there's a lot of conflict in that at this point. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, why he wanted to, you know what I'm saying, take that. We got to look at that part. And the first thing he said was, I got to try to decide on if I want to please my wife or please my kid. That's a lot to think about right there, fellas.
Me personally, dog, no woman who I'm with, dog, I don't love you to death. I can love you to life. Can't no woman tell me fuck your kids, bro. I ain't said fuck your kids now time. Motherfucker, bitch, go borrow from your mammy if I ain't got it.
You know what it is?
Love my kids like I love yours, and like you love me. We a package deal.
You know what it is?
Yeah, cousin, but let's just be honest though. If you have a money issue, bro.
There you go.
If you have a money issue, toss it. It ain't gonna be working, bro.
Yeah, you right.
And that's probably, JJ, what led him to record it. You know what I mean? It's like JJ know, Rock know, we all been in situations of child support and providing outside of that child support. And I would bet dollars to donuts, none of the women we were dating knew what we were doing outside of that child support, because the bills were paid when it came over our house, the lights was on, there were food in the refrigerator. You know, I think this has come to a situation in which she's like, hey, we done got the second notice from the damn water company. The electric, we got the pink slip from the electric company. You know what I mean? And here you go talking about some goddamn shoes.
I don't think, hey, be honest with you, Brent, I don't think he would be recording if there was any chance that she would say, we behind on our light bill, we about to get our car repo, we about to get, we pending eviction. You understand? I don't think he would have recorded under those circumstances.
We don't know all the details of that situation. That was a very short video, Rock, that I think like was just a summary of a lot of other shit that's going on. Like I said, this was the tail sign for me, Rock, when she said you pay $500 in child support. I'm a child support accountant. You know what I mean? I can tell exactly how much a dude makes based off the amount of child support he pays.
20%.
Yeah.
So
that's $2,500 a month.
Child support, that's 20%, about $2,500. Now, you know, I don't know where the dudes stay. It's kind of hard anywhere, you know what I mean, to make it off about $2,500 a month. Now I'm talking about after taxes, after you pay health insurance, after you pay for all the Social Security and all that other shit. You know what I mean? So now he left with let's put it this way. Now he left with $800, You know what I mean? That he got to stretch out over the next 2 weeks. Bills are due. He talking about some goddamn shoes. You know what I mean? His woman looking at him like, "Are you serious right now?" You know what I mean? And you know, I mean, look, I tell my boy, look, UPS is hiring, man. You know, because one thing I tell single fathers, you ain't gonna get away. You're not gonna survive long with working one gig, especially if it's not paying that much. You gotta have 3 or 4 hustles. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta have
refereeing,
a day job,
bouncing.
a goddamn internet job. You know what I mean? And that's just so you can reach a level of comfort. You know, and that's why I said, you know, to the gentlemen on this stage, you know, our women probably never knew, even if we were going through some financial situation, because we didn't have to have that conversation with them. We didn't have to say, hey, you know, I'm trying to pay this bill, but they talking, you know, my baby mama talking about, you know, she need $200 for to sign him up for football or something. You know what I mean? Because we made sure that was covered. The
But
reason they had that conversation because he got covered.
but yet Adam. But here's the deal, Brent. He's probably contributed on her kids' shoes.
Yep.
Her kids probably have good shoes.
I bet
kids
her
probably
kids can go
have
without.
plenty Hall Malls, plenty Kool-Aid in
How
the
would know she
refrigerator.
had kids though, or you know,
That's
how
a good
many?
question.
I mean,
Yeah,
obviously we
just can't
don't
assume,
know.
We just can't assume.
I mean,
but
you know, Brent is assuming. I assume she had kids because Brent assuming that the dude having money problems. At no point did he say he was having money problems. That he didn't have enough money to buy the shoes.
Right. If he didn't have enough money to buy the shoes, I doubt they would be having that type of conversation. You know what I mean? This is the thing, Brock. You don't move in with a woman, you don't live with a woman. Right before y'all move in, y'all have a sit down and say, hey, I got the rent, I got this, I got that. You got maybe these small little bills over here. You know, I got us covered on health insurance. You know, you work something out. Problems don't arise till there's some breaches in that deal. You hear what I'm saying? Till I say, hey, I ain't gonna be able to get that electric bill this month. Can you get it? You know what I mean? Now mama sitting at the table like asking what the hell is going on. Like, you know, and he's like, oh well, you know, Junior just asked me, hey, buy him some shoes, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to take care of that. That's what starts that type of argument. That's what sparks that type of argument.
But also, I mean, there could be situations where he get a referee check or he working a side job and she may have plans for his side money, but he chooses to put his side money towards shoes.
Right. I don't think you're hearing my point. When a man
know what you're
got
saying.
the
You're
situation
saying it wouldn't even come up. It wouldn't even come up if
when a
he
man
didn't need to go get some visible money to use.
The only time a guy talks to his wife or his girlfriend about financial issues that's going on in that relationship with his baby mama is when he ain't got it under control. When it's taking over into his finances. When he's hurting. You know what I mean? That's the only time he brings her into that conversation.
I won't argue with you on that.
Yeah, if all he had to do was stop by damn Champs and get some shoes and drop them off and go home and everything,
He wouldn't be putting up with that. He wouldn't be putting up with that rah-rah.
That's what he would have did. You know, he's telling her that because he's living in her to that information because he knows it's gonna affect the bill. He knows it's something he won't be able to cover. He knows they're gonna have less milk, less eggs, less damn. So you know they ain't gonna be able to make it to Red Lobster this week. You know. And that's why
and she could be the financial expert in the family or the one that monitors and manages the money. That could be the case as well. So I agree with you saying there's a reason why, because he could have done, if he just had it like that, he could have just did it and it wouldn't have been no argument, wouldn't have been no problem. I agree.
All right, man. So,
I agree with you on that.
So I want to give a shout out to everybody commenting, man. We got a lot of comments over here, man. She said, I bet the mother have given them hell waiting for the child support order. Floyd say every dad want to get his child something. You know what I'm saying? When they need it. And Kayla says she don't think a woman with kids would react that way. Interesting.
No, I think she's saying a woman with kids would react that way.
Would
Yeah.
react that way.
Yeah.
She don't think a woman with kids would react that way.
She's
Like if the woman had kids, she wouldn't have been going at him like that because maybe she could empathize with the fact that he got.
But you know what? I don't think that's true. I think if a woman had kids and they were in the household, and
I don't think she was a kind, caring, loving, patient, submissive woman. That's what I think.
Motherfucker, where your check? Where your check at? What you doing with yours?
Yeah.
Right, nigga, I just gave you the food stamp card.
You also got to understand that if they live in a house together and they married, and her kids are in the household with them, it's her bills, his bills, and they got to take care of the kids. So his child is not in the household and child support $500 out of that $500. This lady is, some slack for his stuff, and that's probably the reason why she's frustrated.
And Toxic, I think if she does have kids, I think the way she looking at, we're not spending $500 on any of mine. You know what I mean? Single, like we're not spending a single $500 on any of mine. You get what I'm saying? My kids going to the damn school with raggedy ass shoes on and stuff like that. We're not spending $500 on my kids by themselves, but now we got to spend $500 on your kid by himself. You know what I mean? I think that's how she may be looking at it.
I'm gonna tell you something, dog.
Same time, I just got a text. Man, this is the whole key to the whole situation. I think it's a lot of disrespect. That's probably the reason why he hit the record button, because she said, "Fuck that child." Bro, she said, "Fuck that child." So if that was my wife saying "fuck my child," I'm gonna have an issue with that.
Yeah, me as well.
With that, because sometimes, I'm gonna just say this: sometimes, if you live with a woman and her kids, and you are doing for your child or your children, that brings a little bit animosity in your relationship.
It can, dog, but if motherfuckers say fuck my child, it depends where we at, dog. If she say fuck my child, she frustrated. He might have been, he sold that one clip. He might have been bending over for a child, but it's my child. Like I ain't gonna do. I'm gonna do for mine. I'm gonna do for you. Once you fuck with a motherfucker with kids, we gotta spread that shit around evenly. I'm sorry. That's what you gotta do. If not, go fuck with a motherfucker who ain't got no kids. That's what you gotta do, bro.
Shake.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, say that, my homegirl.
Yeah, think Sean said if she was pressed about the bills, why they both in the mall shopping when they could have been sitting down planning a business to bring more into the lifestyle.
They were in the mall.
That's a good point.
What was that?
I'm gonna tell you something what I did.
It must have been a long.
Tell you something what I did, Jay. I ain't too proud of it, right? I ain't too proud of it, dog. But don't judge me, judge your mammy. This is what I did. When I first got on child support, when my son was 5. That nigga 20, he 20 right now. When he was 5, I just go see him every other weekend. They stayed 3 hours away. I just go see him, take him shopping. Every time I buy me shoes, I buy him shoes. He was my only child at that time. No, I had another child, but he was the one out of town. So for some reason, I went there one weekend and I went back home to Fort Lauderdale. This motherfucker put me on child support. I went and seen them Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I went back home. Monday, I got served papers. You punk ass bitch. This bitch served me papers and I was doing what I didn't need to do, right? She was really mad because I was fucking with a motherfucker with kids. So I cursed this motherfucker out from head to toe. To the top of her head. From a sip of the bone. The top of your head to the bottom of her feet. Punk ass bitch, this and that, right? Cause you ain't have to do that. The motherfucker dug in my check. They took $783 out of my check. And I told her, oh, he needs some shoes and who? He need what? Hold up, baby. I can't hear you. He need what? You a goddamn lie. Get it out there, $800 that they get out my check. I wouldn't give a fuck if he needed a shoestring. I ain't buying it. Get it out that check. I was young and dumb, bro. I was young and dumb. You know what I'm saying? But I probably kind of still could feel the same way though. They take $800. They take $800. It ain't to pay the bills at your house. It's for to take care of my child and his needs. But I was young.
The women say it's for them to do whatever the fuck they want to do with the money.
Well, okay then. You want to have a football card for $400? Get out the $800 I sent you every month.
I got a comment from.
I was dumb. I neglected my child on that shit, bro. But I grew up out of it. But I still felt some kind of way. I ain't gonna lie when I think about it, to be real with myself. You motherfucker couldn't get too much extra out of me. I'm gonna be real, bro.
I got a comment from Floyd saying, let's not overlook men get put on child support out of spite.
Yeah, that's the
men
thing.
Do get put on child support out of spite, but men also get put on child support because they're not doing the cocksucking thing either.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
You know,
it's 80-20. It's 80-20 for niggas not doing nothing. It's 80-20. The niggas not doing nothing, they the 80.
And then let's be honest, you know, JJ, and I'm sympathetic to all single mothers. I was raised by a single mother, so I'm sympathetic to single mothers or whatever. But you know, it's hard for a woman to budget on her lifestyle if she getting money sent to her in an intermittent kind of way. You know what I mean? $400 this month, $200 that month, $50 this month, $100 the next month. You know what I mean? It's hard for her to budget or count on a lifestyle. So I understand why a consistent amount of money coming in every month can benefit a woman in her ability to budget, right? I dig that. When it becomes a situation where because you're a child by her, she's expecting a certain standard of living, that whole concept I have an issue with, because the other half of the child, you supposed to be caring for anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we supposed to be both contributing toward the care for the child. And if I'm paying $500, that means you supposed to be paying $500. That means it's supposed to be $1,000 worth of care going to the child each month.
I agree.
And if I'm paying $500, you know, it should be a little money for some shoes in that other $500. You know what I mean? If that's what's going on. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going on, because I don't think that's the way they calculate it. But I'm talking about, in all intents and purposes, a woman has some responsibility to provide for a child too, especially when the man and the woman are no longer together. You know, she gotta provide something for the child.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, man, I'm finna switch over to our last video, man, before we get out of here, man.
This the one I'm waiting for. God damn it.
Here we go.
You know what? I'm gonna say this because this is me being accountable for my platform and the type of men that I attract to my platform that I actually don't support. but they're always in the way of the conversation of something when it comes to today and women accountability. And it's that lame guy, that guy that lacks social cues, that has no social awareness. He don't really know how to talk to women. He think everything about women is bad because he's always been constantly rejected. He really don't know how to really navigate himself socially. He's male identified. If you're still trying to figure out how to identify this man, this is the man that will tell you, not all men. This is the man that cannot find any wrong in anything a man is doing, but he can always find wrong in what a woman is doing. This is the man that will find excuse after excuse after excuse to tell you, well, pick better men. This is the man that will say he's not like all men, because he's not. He is the outlier. However, he's the outlier that don't really have much of a sex life. He's the outlier that maybe one of his homeboys got married, maybe one of them lucked up, so he feels like he has all of the knowledge in the world because one of them did it the same way. And those men be a problem because they don't have any self-awareness or sense of self in order to address anything wrong with them. They find everything wrong with women, and I'll be a wife all day long until I say something they don't like. Always going after women out of their league, the ones that are aesthetic girls, the ones that are sitting there doing provocative things online, always in their comments, always in their DMs talking to themselves. But the modest woman, they'll look all over her. They'll tell her she's a good girl all day long, but because they are so hypersexual and they think every woman just wants sex, they'll sit there and try to change the woman that has nothing in common with them, as opposed to just going to get the average modest woman to settle down somewhere. Then on top of that, these guys don't even keep the natural aesthetic of the male today. They're not trendy at all, cannot dress, and do not know how to groom themselves. A line, they've never seen one before unless it's on another man. This is the man that he actually is waiting on his turn to be just as gross and just as disrespectful to a woman that he's in love with. He's waiting on his opportunity to cheat. He's waiting on his opportunity to lie. He's waiting on his opportunity to be a fuckboy. He just don't know how to get around it. I don't like them men at all. And I'm sorry that I have subjected some of y'all to them.
Uh-oh.
First of
I
all,
have
man,
no idea.
down.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
Man, shit, they exist, boy. Don't be blind. Don't be blind. This that whole
Hey, that
niggas
shit
accountable
funny,
shit they be
man.
talking about. Don't be
But,
blind, bro.
but
Think about this.
let's be honest. She's making some very sweeping assumptions about men that she admittedly has never dealt with.
She got to know something about him for to talk
What
about
you think
it.
about that, Rob?
So what I mean by is she admittedly has not dealt with a socially awkward man or someone who is not trendy, not whatever. She's dealing with desirable guys who fall in that category as not being socially awkward, right? She's saying that these men are just waiting in the wings to get an opportunity to do the same shit that Pretty Ricky does to women. But they just can't manage to get the attention or the admiration or the love of the woman that they want, and they're gonna do the same thing once they get it. I mean, that's being real presumptuous. You know what I mean? That's assuming that these guys want to do the same thing that Pretty Ricky is doing to a woman. You know, in my opinion, it's just an excuse for her to lean into her preferences in men rather than choosing a guy who has great character. That's what it sounds to me.
Go ahead, Jay. I'm gonna go last on this one, bro.
Oh, man, go ahead, man. I'm gonna listen.
Nah, go ahead, Brent.
You need to watch it again, Brent. You all right?
Watch it. Run it back, bro. Run it back.
Do we need to run it back?
I need to run it back because I don't know what Rock talking about.
Go ahead, Brent.
I don't know what Rock talking about. Run it back, dog. It's like one of run it back.
We'll let Brent go ahead right quick.
Yeah. She called this guy a problematic lame. And I, you know, we be on Clubhouse and shout out to Clubhouse, but we'll have topic driven rooms in which men and women get to express their feelings and get, about a certain topic. In my personal life, man, I just don't. I don't, and I don't know men that do just offer their opinions to women and telling them, like, even the women in my family, I see them make certain moves, but I respect their privacy, I respect their space. I don't just give my opinion based off whatever's happening. Now, if a woman sits down and have a conversation with me about something she's going through, then I'm gonna challenge her on some of the decisions she done made. And maybe those decisions may not be in line with her reality,
and what she wants in a relationship.
I mean, it may not be in line with her, just her reasoning,
Because a lot of things she mentioned about a guy were superficial.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't offer my opinion out to women. I don't know men who do. Like dudes I hang out with, they don't just offer their opinion out to women. If I'm ever in a discussion, she said, this is what's going on in my personal life, and was asking for some advice, I give her my raw, honest advice, but it might go against her reality, but I say it in a very calm and friendly type way. But I mean, I don't know, like I don't know where she run into those type of guys who just like I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. I don't just go on the girls' pages and under their comments and stuff and try to rip them apart and stuff like that. So I mean that's to me a waste of time. And I don't know, man. Like the guy she described, I wish I could see a visual of him, or the type of guy. I guess they would say it was someone like Kevin Sammy or someone.
Run it back for me, Jay.
All right,
I need it.
All right, here we go.
Wait, I'm gonna say this because this is me being accountable for my platform and the type of men that I attract to my platform that I actually don't support. But they're always in the way of the conversation of something when it comes to today and women accountability. And it's that lame guy. That guy that lacks social cues, that has no social awareness. He don't really know how to talk to women. He think everything about women is bad because he's always been constantly rejected. He really don't know how to really navigate himself socially. He's male identified. If you're still trying to figure out how to identify this man, this is the man that will tell you, not all men. This is the man that cannot find any wrong in anything a man is doing, but he can always find wrong in what a woman is doing. This is the man that will find excuse after excuse after excuse to tell you, well, pick better men. This is the man that will say he's not like all men, because he's not. He is the outlier. However, he's the outlier that don't really have much of a sex life. He's the outlier that maybe one of his homeboys got married, maybe one of them left up, so he feels like he has all of the knowledge in the world because one of them did it the same way. And those men be a problem because they don't have any self-awareness or sense of self in order to address anything wrong with them. They find everything wrong with women. And I'll be a wife all day long until I say something they don't like. Always going after women out of their league, the ones that are aesthetic girls, the ones that are sitting there doing provocative things online, always in their comments, always in their DMs talking to themselves. But the modest woman, they'll look all over her. They'll tell her she's a good girl all day long, but because they are so hypersexual and they think every woman just wants sex, they'll sit there and try to change the woman that has nothing in common with them, as opposed to just going to get the average modest woman to settle down somewhere. Then on top of that, these guys don't even keep the natural aesthetic of the male today. They're not trendy at all, cannot dress, and do not know how to groom themselves. A line, they've never seen one before unless it's on another man. This is the man that he actually is waiting on his turn to be just as gross and just as disrespectful to a woman that he's in love with. He's waiting on his opportunity to cheat. He's waiting on his opportunity to lie. He's waiting on his opportunity to be a fuckboy. He just don't know how to get around it. I don't like them men at all. And I'm sorry that I have subjected some of y'all to them.
You don't know them niggas, Rock? Y'all know them niggas? You ain't got to put no name on it. Don't put no name on it, but you don't know them niggas?
Toxic. One minute she's talking about a guy who can't get a woman.
Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Yeah.
So we got DW to come here just for this.
We need a woman in here.
Because I think we do, because everybody in this fake mirage of people living in a bubble in a world and everything is perfect and unicorns and rainbows and butterfly milk. That's talk about all the time. We sit in a space daily, sometimes from 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 10 or 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We spend more than at least, let's say, 2 or 3 hours a day with each other on Clubhouse.
12.
And you mean to tell me, I'm just trying to, because I know Rock and Brent said they don't know these type of people. You have not had a conversation or witnessed any grown man at this big age that has
You
any
didn't hear my
characteristics
answer.
or a little. Let me finish. I came in quiet. Y'all ready to attack? I'm done. What
No,
else?
you didn't hear my answer though.
No. I don't have nothing to answer. I can't even tell you what I'm answering. I'm telling you, but I'm not putting names out there. I'm breaking down to how y'all tell y'all never seen this person, don't know this type of person. These people sit in space with us every day and tell Black women how to be a Black woman, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. They offer suggestions, they offer their advice because they're this high up and everybody else is this low, not realizing they that person that everybody didn't choose. They still got that high school trauma still that they want to bring up on the app every day and blame all Black women for this stuff. You have to know where you fit in society and be okay with it. So y'all still sitting here telling me you never heard a Black man in the space that we sit in every day. I don't put names in there because it's nobody else's business. They know who they are if they watching or listening. But you never heard anybody offer this or pick any type of characteristics of what this young lady talked about. Never seen this type of man at y'all big age.
Let me go over the characteristics.
I surely didn't think she heard my answer.
I was trying to get onto the computer. My bad. I was trying
to. Because I said that, I said in the Clubhouse, on Clubhouse, I said that, we have topic-driven rooms in which men give their opinions and stuff like that. Some of them are very controversial. You know what I mean? Some of them are very extreme, And I was pointing out that I hear that there, but I said in my personal life, the guys I hang around Rock's a married guy. You know what I'm saying? I got other friends who are married. I got friends who don't have any problems getting women. They got girlfriends and fiancés and stuff like that. For a minute, I was the only single guy in the group. I say in my personal life, and I say in my personal life, I just don't go tell. I'm not walking up to women telling them, oh, you'll never find a man looking like that. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. Now I say on Clubhouse, it's topic driven. Okay. And since it's topic driven, I mean, guys are giving their opinions toward the topic or whatever the case may be. And some of those opinions are very extreme, or it triggers people and stuff like that. But that's where I hear that at. I don't hear it in my real life. I don't know that guy in my real life. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, Clubhouse real life. Those real men. Real people walk around on earth.
I wanted a man.
I know them. I ain't gonna put no name on it. I know at least 12 I can name without even thinking hard. But they not my problem. Cause I want them to keep failing on their end. So I can even win even more than I've been winning on my end. It ain't my job. Well, I can't say that. I tell you, but that should go through one ear out the other for them. So I'm not gonna keep wasting my breath on them. But I know exactly what he's talking about. I said,
do you hang around the guys on Clubhouse? Do you hang around them in your personal?
No, but she's just saying like, do we recognize them? That's all she's saying.
You're hearing it on one platform.
Hold on, Todd. To Brent's point, and I think I say this maybe 2-3 times a day, every day for the past 2 years. I don't think
you go with it.
I don't think these niggas really be living that life that they talk about on Clubhouse, bro.
You think they be trolling?
Bro, I think that people come on Clubhouse, Facebook, up on the post, just to have something to argue about. So, bro, you can't tell me that these Andrew Thalls really believe the shit that they say come out of their mouth. They only believe it on Clubhouse, on Facebook, on Instagram. But in real life, bro, you'll never hear nobody say nothing like that. Now you may hear, you know what I'm saying, a couple of friends of yours, you know what I'm saying, like Floyd say, somebody will call them lame for getting married. You know what I'm saying? Now, I haven't heard people say that about somebody else. You know, I mean, I done got in, you know, I don't get involved with our women and dudes be like, man, you about to, bro, you don't block no you settle down now, shit like that. But you know, to her extreme, I think that's all social media stuff that she talking about. I don't think
Man,
dudes
that's
be
it.
like in real life. I mean, Clubhouse is real life. I'm talking about in the presence of people. I don't think that people get down like that for real. How they do
So JJ,
function out here?
really, JJ, you really, what's the percentage of truth do you think that's in these statements? These none of so all of it's fake. He's making it up as a character.
Listen what I'm saying. I think that there are some chauvinist guys out there, but I don't think that they are to that extreme. Now, there's a lot of stuff that she has said about dudes being inside of chicks' DM that's way out of their league. Like that goes both ways. You know, everybody inside everybody DM because they get this false sense of who they think they are, but they're not like that for real.
They don't know they're not. They don't know they're not like that,
bro.
I think they know they're not like that, bro.
Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. In real time, they know they like that. Behind a keyboard, behind the phone, bro, they think they something different, bro. It's like that with everybody, bro. That's why people use filters. That's why people post their best pictures. That's why people post pictures from the neck up. They're trying to be something totally different on social media than they are in, bro. Y'all give these people too much credit, man.
No, and to your point, JJ, you know, you can come on an app and you can
hold on, Rob, because people shaking their head. I mean, let's talk about it.
I don't think all of it's cap. I don't. I think, let me tell you my example, what you just said, I think it's the reverse. I think these people are really like this. They feel like they got the balls and they got the back. Finish, JJ. They got the balls and they got the back on social media sites. And they know certain people gonna have their back and justify what they saying and saying it's just entertainment. There's some truth into that shit that they be saying, JJ. They go too hard for it. They go too hard for this.
Floyd just said, and let's just be honest. Floyd just said, them same dudes change when they get a woman. That's facts. They change when they get a woman, and we done seen it.
They got to get the woman.
That's my point. They ain't getting them,
bro.
But they judging them.
They change. You don't see, Tasha. You don't
they
see
don't
it.
get the woman they want or desire. They settle.
They don't the woman. They don't.
They get what they deserve.
They don't get the woman that they are supposed to have to make them a better person. They get a woman, bro. They get a woman. I mean, y'all can disagree, but y'all smiling. But let's talk about it.
They get what they deserve. I mean, that's how life works. People get what they deserve.
And I agree with Brent. I agree with Brent in that a man is gonna get what they deserve. When you don't have a woman, now I have never been in a situation where I have been incapable of getting, so I don't know necessarily what that necessarily feels like, right? I have my own struggles with women or whatever, but I ain't never been no situation where I'm just completely at wit's end on how to get a woman, you know. But But I imagine if I'm a guy, let me use my imagination for a minute. If I'm a guy that looks like me, dressed like me, and I'm going after, let's use for lack of, like, I'm going after Brittany Renner. I'm going after people like her, right? I'm going after people of her caliber, and I look like I look, and I dress like I dress, and I make the money that I make, right? Now she's traded Drake, NBA players, NFL players, NBA stars, all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna be frustrated if that's the woman I'm going after, because I'm competing on a field that I don't have the right equipment with. I don't have NBA height. I don't have NBA skills. I don't have NBA money. You know what I mean? So if I try to, even if they put it like this, even if I happen to get checked in the NBA game, they're going to be able to see right away, that dude don't belong in the NBA. You know what I mean? They're going to be able to say right off the way, he don't belong. And so what I'm saying, I think that's the situation when these guys are going after women of that caliber. Even when they get an opportunity, they can't close the deal because so far out of what their capabilities are. And if a guy is swinging in that level, I guess, you know, he's going to be continuously frustrated. But I don't think that's what guys do. I think guys from birth all the way up to adolescence, all the way in adulthood, they kind of figure out what lane they playing in. Because ultimately, we all want a level of success with women. And we play in that lane. We play in that arena. Just because I can see Beyonce on my phone every day, or just because I can see Brittany Renner on my phone every day, doesn't mean I have access to her and women are viable options to me. Any man that's living in that as his reality is delusional. The woman you can get is the woman that you can get. It's not the woman you ain't never had. Go ahead.
But also, Rock, like, I do believe men know their own reality, right? And I think there's a lot of men out there that's not satisfied with what's their reality or whatever. And I think that what's coming off amazing to some of the women is when they hear these guys' grievances in places like Clubhouse and stuff. You know, like a group of men, like Rock. I've been to the real cigar lounges with you. You know what I mean? A couple of times. You know what I mean? Did we talk about BBLs? Did we talk about problems we're having with women? Because guys ain't gonna condone that type of behavior when they're in their groups and circles. You know what I mean? Guys are not gonna condone. I don't want to listen to my homie talk about his girl problems and he can't get a woman and shit like that.
We certainly ain't talking about.
Yeah, like
let's be honest.
Like only on social media.
Let's be honest, Brent.
Air out the grievances like that.
Let's be honest, Brent and JJ. We've been in
Rock. Hold on, Rock. Let's let Toxic BW talk, because the way they're looking on, I don't like to look at it on the camera right now. So
it's a delusion for me. That's what it is for me. But guess what? All of us ain't got to have the same vision. We don't wear the same goggles or glasses. And it's cool. We can keep acting like we don't know what the fuck going on and how these niggas is. I brush them off as lame, and you gonna keep losing. You ain't never kept a woman over 6 months, 3 months. Never. Like I just know what to look on certain niggas. Like you might get a little chick. Either you want to satisfy with her or she's seeing the real you. You're lame. You ain't got no kind of swag. You ain't got no charisma. You might have wiggled your way in a little bit, but she seen you, boy. It took a minute, but she seen you.
Around none of these guys toxic.
It ain't about me hanging around them. It's who out there. It's who out there.
But toxic.
She never said me hanging around them.
She never said
this on earth.
She never stated hanging around these people.
She said what exists on Earth.
This is your
What they're
This is
trying
your
to say is
circle
we
friend
don't.
speak.
We
Never
acting
said-
like we don't know these guys. You get what
That's
I'm
what
saying?
she's talking about.
And I'm asking
Not
you.
our circle.
They're
Yeah,
not
not
in
your inner circle.
She ain't talking about our circle. She
You
said,
talking
do
about
these
your
men
circle.
exist? Lame niggas. That's what she talking about.
But Toxic, how would I know they exist? if
Because
I
you
don't
talk to them every
Cause
day.
you
Rob.
see them every day.
You talking about Clubhouse?
Man,
that's
those
fake.
real men.
I
That's not real.
just don't apply Clubhouse to reality.
Shit, why not?
Nothing wrong with that.
That's whatever
So-
city they in,
So
whatever city them men in, that's them women reality.
can I say this? Like
I just don't think,
I've been in IT almost 25 years, and I've seen all the lame pocket protector, taped up glasses, dudes you ever wanted to see that I work with, right? I've seen them. Even those guys I don't know what they're doing on their social media, and I don't know what they're doing in their private life. But even they not complaining about women that they not getting.
We
You know
ain't
what I
talking
mean? They
about
not
IT.
complaining.
We ain't talking about IT
We're
$100,000
not
a year
talking
guy.
about the people you know. Again, these ain't got to be people you know
so
personally.
yeah.
Y'all
So
ain't-
the
let me
question
finish. Y'all
is,
a little timid. Calm down. Y'all don't realize these are not people that y'all got to know personally, saw their face, checked on. Now all of a sudden, the Clubhouse is fake that y'all spend every day yelling and hollering at the screen sometimes and getting in your feelings about topics and comments.
no.
But now it's fake and nobody knows this. This is
So,
make believe.
so what you're saying? So D
So
Dub,
we
clear
waste
this
our
up.
time every day for entertainment show. I can watch Love and Hip Hop then.
So
Because
D
all
Dub,
I'm
clear
telling you
this
is a
up.
bunch of fake characters on an app. I didn't know everybody on Clubhouse is all of a sudden fake and not real, and everything they said is null and void, and it's fake. Oh, it's fake news every day.
well, we have a lot of millionaires that we
Now it's
believe
all of a
everything
sudden
on
fake
Clubhouse.
news. So anything you say on Clubhouse going forward to me is gonna be fake news and some bullshit. Now all of a sudden we pick and choose what's fake news and what's real news. Now it's all
So D
now it's
Dub,
all fake.
let me
Come
ask
on,
you this,
man.
D Dub. Let me ask you this, D Dub, because this is a
We
good
can agree
this is a
with
question I want to ask you. Is this lame guy who's problematic? Could be a situation where women only experience him because it's a function of him trying to push up on you, and us as men, we don't experience because we don't get a chance to witness how you're getting propositions or how women are getting propositions.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
No. Y'all see it. Y'all don't
So
want
how do we know that the lame dude is judging your choices in men? How do we know the lame dude is telling you what he would do if he had you? How do we know that out there happening?
This is what I'm saying. Like, do I hear on Clubhouse? Yes, I do. We all know a guy. We all know this guy who is currently going through a divorce. And he gets on there and he talks very foul to the women in the room. He has some very extreme points. Now, the question is, do I believe that this guy is going up to the girl in Wendy's talking like that, carrying on like that? I don't think so. And that's
Well, the
I
funny
think
thing about that ain't the guy we call lame. That's the guy you call lame. We don't call that guy lame.
Well, I
Y'all
don't know.
they call it, but you gave a whole scenario of the person that we all know, right? We don't.
Who the hell we talking about?
No. Women don't consider this guy lame. We listen to that guy. He tells us his preferences. We don't consider that guy lame. You consider that guy lame. Is my point. So we may look that one person.
The most extreme shit I ever heard on
Yes,
Clubhouse.
Rock. Yes, Rock. Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's a perfect example, Rock.
Okay. So this is what I'm saying.
No, wait. He's a character on Clubhouse, Love and Clubhouse.
No. So I see what you're saying now, right? That guy is part of the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
And it's about 15
to
20 more of them that we see weekly.
Yeah.
That you may know. Like I said, I don't know because I'm a man and I don't see this. But everybody
So this is what I'm saying. So if I was your man, stuff is stuff that guys really do.
Well, what I'm saying, D-Dub, that same guy, he done spoke up on many relationships he done been in on Clubhouse. You think he's talking like that to those women? You think he's approaching women like that in real life? You think that's those is the thoughts that he's expressing? I don't think so. I just don't think so. I think he's a character on Clubhouse. I think when he get on Clubhouse, he's gonna do what he gotta do to survive. If those his real thoughts or not, he's gonna behave in however he can survive in. You know what I mean? So that's why I kind of separate the Clubhouse from reality. I ain't saying people ain't being who they are on Clubhouse. I'm saying they're able to share raw thoughts that they wouldn't be able to share in real life. You know, that's just. I mean, I don't think that guy's talking to women like that in real life.
So I guess what I was talking about is that the guy, she made it. So I made a list of the things that I took notes on that she said. She says that the guy has no awareness of social cues, sees no fault in, suggests that women pick better men, says that he's the outlier, he's special. Everything a woman does wrong, going out for women that are out of his league. So that right there kind of got to me is when she said a man going for a woman that's out of his league. I'm not.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there, right? I can take perfect example. The first thing you dropped to me, right? I'm gonna put the name in the chat, right? The first name.
Yeah.
Harry.
When they start using other platforms to get other type of women that they can't walk up to and approach every day in y'all real life, as y'all call it. Okay. They use other mechanisms to get these women. They get these women, and they be like, oh man, this woman is this woman is that. Everything wrong with the woman. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I do everything. I am the perfect gentleman. I am the stellar person. I am the alpha and omega. I am this phenomenal person. It's always the woman. But when you look down, so I can do a checklist of, past women that we've heard about. It's the same storyline. It's the same thing.
Hey, I got a question, DW.
Yeah.
I got a question. Have you ever met those type of guys outside of
absolutely
social media?
Absolutely. I'm dating. I'm outside. I'm not in a relationship, so I see this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like how would a guy know? Because we don't hang around like
I don't hang around, but I see him. You don't see him at the bar.
I'm not saying you, but you pressing as if we know guys like that in our outside life, outside of social media. Yeah, you are, because everything
we didn't say real. Brent started the real life storyline. Rock started the real life storyline. I said social media online. Rock and Brent, if y'all know those people. I never said that.
Let me just get into what I'm saying. My homie right there, Florida Upshaw. I grew up with him. I remember when he met his wife. You see what I'm saying? She my sister, a good woman. You feel what I'm saying? Me and Florida ran the streets, all that. But we don't hang around dudes like that. We don't know dudes like that. So if somebody asks me, do you know lame dudes that do all these different things to women? I'm gonna say no, because in my first thought process, I'm gonna be like, nah, because I don't hang around dudes that, you know what I'm saying, treat women like this or like that. Now, if you ask, have I heard that before in my life? Hell yeah.
JJ, that's all. But JJ, that's all.
JJ, what do you think about her assessment of this? Like these were her going after her preferences when she said this: cannot dress, cannot groom themselves, and waiting on his opportunity to be a fuckboy. Like I don't even know.
Well, don't that sound like something?
That's why I'm laughing, because I know Rock know why I'm laughing, because
don't that sound like something that he was dealing with, and now she pissed off about it because she probably done fell in love with that type of dude, and now she mad about it?
And she could be, but it's like she said, she's being accountable for her platform. She first started out saying this.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what
I'm
I'm
being
saying,
accountable for my platform.
but don't you think that same type of dude and see my boy Floyd just said, actually JJ, tell him how you was single and told me I need to marry my wife. See that's what I'm saying. Like we don't deal with that. Like that's what I'm
hear them
saying.
stories.
I hear about it all day on Clubhouse. But I block these type of dudes out of my mind when I log off. I can separate that shit because I don't deal with that.
We can all separate it, but JJ, we all can separate. I think I think y'all all keep throwing the real world in, and then I didn't say nothing about the real world. I understand you guys got great friends. Y'all don't hang around men like this. Y'all don't fuck with dudes like this. Y'all don't ride with people like this. Y'all don't smoke cigar with people like this. But you sit in a space with people and share a bubble with people in a room and a lounge with people every day. I didn't say y'all know these people, JJ. Y'all keep going to say I don't hang around. We do the same thing, but all I'm saying is they do exist, and for y'all to act like they didn't prior to this, they do exist.
They exist on Clubhouse.
All I want you to admit.
Somewhere.
But yeah, they exist in this lifetime. But when somebody talks about something or somebody asks you a question, whenever you answer that question, you don't answer based off of the whole life that you have lived. You based off of what you going through right now. If somebody was to ask me in a grocery store, do I know these type of dudes? I'm gonna be like, no. I'm gonna be like, no, I don't. But if I get in a Clubhouse room and somebody asks me, I'm like, yeah, there goes so-so right there. He had like that because I can separate those two. That's what I'm saying. I can separate.
But I also, but JJ, I think it's also, you know, when we talk about what, and this is not to say that Clubhouse is not real life, because I'm not an advocate for that. Those are real people with real attitudes and real.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you one question right quick, Rob. Do you think that every person that says that they're making six figures is telling the truth?
Oh no, hell no.
Hold on. So again, DW, do you think that every person that says that they're making six figures on Clubhouse is telling the truth? I can't.
Because a pair of lips don't care who tell it. A lot don't care who tell it.
I've always said that. I think we saying the same thing. You're just using different analogy and scenario. But okay, go on.
I'm asking a question. Do you think that every person?
I said no. I don't think everything is real on Clubhouse either. But I'm not saying the same right running a skit and a show.
But I also think this, D-Dub. So this is what I was gonna say, D-Dub, is that I think there are guys in there that are 5'4", 5'5", 125 pounds, and they have cussed out me, Brent, and JJ in that room. Do you think they would do that off the app?
Of course not, but I wasn't talking about off the app yet again. Y'all talking about off the app when in real life.
My bad.
Y'all keep going to the same thing that I've been saying.
What I'm saying, hold up. What I'm saying, D-Dub, is there are people that will say and do things on the app that they would not do. They almost like they playing a character on the app. That's all I'm saying. That's basically what I'm saying. They playing a character on the app.
I think some people could have a real disdain against men and women that we share a space with on Clubhouse. But the problem I have is I don't really know these people on there. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know if they're talking shit. I don't know if they're trying to trigger somebody. I don't know if they're just trying to, have fun. You know what I mean? I can't really draw a fair analysis of who this person is until I actually interacted with them in person, went out with them, seen how they interact with women. You know what I mean? See, then I could say, man, that dude talking shit on the app. He don't act like that in front of women. I just can't make that. I just can't make that. I can't make that. I can't decipher if it's if they just talking shit or is this really who they are. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think anytime you share a space with people for hours, you know what I mean, and you hear their most raw thoughts, you know what I mean. I don't know if that's truly who they are, or if they're just in a space in which they can speak
I heard somebody
freely.
tell somebody today. I heard somebody tell somebody today, I hope they get sick and die because they said something to them about something that was so crazy. And they were thought when they said it. Do I think they really will wish death on somebody because of something that somebody said that they didn't like? Man, that's a real big thing to think.
I just think, on all social media platforms, people are this on social media platforms. This is reality. I think who they really are is somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean? Like what I heard an old quote. Someone say, "No one looks as good as their Facebook picture or as bad as their driver license picture." You know what I mean? And to me, that's just saying that who we really are is somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean? Like some of these guys that were mentioned in the chat. You know what I mean? If you was to see them in real life and if you never heard them speak before in life, you know what I mean, and you just seen them at the Waffle House talking to someone, you might have a totally different impression of that person, but I mean, I don't know.
I
Yeah,
guess
but
we're
when
gonna
she said
agree to
that,
disagree because I still feel the same way. I don't think all of it's fake.
but these same lame dudes can't dress, can't groom themselves, and they wait an opportunity to be a fuck boy. I don't know how she know that, but I take a word for it.
Yeah, I that's what I'm saying. Everybody's oblivious to it. So it's no, I guess I'll have the conversation with the ladies one night and let them break it down a little more because I don't think the men are even open to even understanding or coming close to what makes sense and take themselves out of an ego and understand that this is something that happens around the world and is real and it's not all scripted and it's all not love and hip hop and it's all not, fake. I mean, and I guess because you're like I said, y'all men, y'all don't see what I see or we see as women because you're men.
Absolutely, men don't show
But I guess
us
Toxic
the
saw
side
it,
of
he
them
went to
that
sleep
they
on
show
us.
y'all.
But Toxic saw it and he went to sleep on us. But I'm just saying, I'm sure if I do a poll, and I think I'm going to do it on my IG tonight, because I got a lot of people from Clubhouse that follows me, see disappear. A lot of people that follow me on Clubhouse on my IG, if they think the same. So I'm going to pose this question tonight and do a tally on it to prove that. I'm going to post a video and I'm going to put the link up there too so they can see and understand the whole concept of this and say, this is not real, this is fake. People do this, but it's not real.
Somebody was fake though. What's saying
How
that?
is the question gonna be posed?
I'm gonna make sure I'm very correct because Brent said it's not real, it's entertainment. Brent said it's entertainment.
I don't know if they're being real. I don't know if they're talking shit, trying to trigger people. I don't know what the hell. I don't know these people, most of them in real life.
That means it's fake.
Oh my God, bro! I didn't hear. I didn't hear it being fake. Come out of his mouth, man.
Keywords. Listen to keywords. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's.
Listen, what I'm saying, but
he don't know nothing about what they talking about.
But this is what he's saying though. Like this is what he's saying. He's saying I can't determine a person's motives by what they say on social media. I can only determine a person's motive if I know them in real life and I know that that's how they are. The same way, if somebody tell me they want to fly to Montgomery, Alabama, and I'm like, okay, should I take the person serious? Should I walk around Montgomery with my head on a swivel, thinking that somebody gonna fly from New York to Montgomery to kill me?
Do y'all at least think the mentalities are real? Or the thought processes are real? Do y'all know about thought processes? Do y'all think those thought processes are? Can y'all?
Anybody could be true.
No, so I'm asking the thought process that you hear. I know it's not. Y'all don't think, you know, all the stuff y'all just said. Because I didn't take notes like Rock did. But do you think it's some truth into some of the stuff that people say? Or, you know,
listen what I'm saying. I don't
a little bit temper. Give me 10%, JJ.
I don't listen what I'm saying though. Like you got to understand the man that I am. I come from Ridgecrest. Hold on a second. I come from Ridgecrest, right? And Florida Tech. We come from the roughest part of town in Montgomery. When people talk in real life, we take it serious. If somebody talking on a computer, I don't take them serious. It's a whole nother different type of energy there.
So I'm seeking.
If somebody gonna tell me if I'm riding through the hood and somebody say, if you come back to the hood, I'm gonna rob you, I'm gonna believe them. I'm gonna believe that. Because he's standing right here in my face telling me that. But if he tell me that on an app, man, I'm be like, man, fuck you. You ain't gonna do nothing. And we just gonna keep on talking shit to each other and have a whole entertainment, you know what I'm saying, audience looking at us like. But again, some people say some real screwed up stuff. But that's on social media. I can see nobody calling a woman a bitch. You know what I'm saying? If he trying to holler at her. Hey, if they do, I don't know them. I don't know them dudes. I don't know that dude. So how can I go with something?
I get it. You're just above.
That I don't know.
I get what you're saying, but I don't take
it.
I don't take it all as jokes and games all the time. I don't.
Could it be that men show
but you should though
you a different side than they show us
about it?
If you say the same thing, but if you say the same thing 5 times out the week, they sound the same, quack the same, walk the same, clap the same exact thing 5 times in a week, consistently yelling, screaming, proving your point, saying, I mean this, that, I'm not changing my mind on it. In my mind, I believe you. I don't think it's.
I know what the problem is. Brent, Rock married, Brent finna be married. JJ have his success with women. I'm gonna have my success. We like so we ignore that group like they don't exist because they don't affect what we got going on.
That's why I said there's no point. I need to talk to people that understand where I'm coming from because they don't get it. They don't get nothing I'm saying, Toxic. They don't understand it.
I got about 5,000 some people on my Facebook page, right?
Yeah.
So and most of them live in my hometown, right? My boy Floyd just sent a message and said, all of a sudden, but remember, a dude was capping at us on Facebook, but when we seen him in the club, he didn't say nothing. Okay, this dude has a huge platform right now on some media. He one of them Kevin Samuel type dudes.
Mm-hmm.
But he did a lot of talking, like he was gonna do me something when he seen me, and he seen me that same night, and didn't say nothing. So
just in my mind, right?
In my
mind,
I look at it like he was just talking shit on social media. Now I could have took it serious and took a whole nother place. You see what I'm saying? But I did.
In my mind, Jay, you get more flies with honey than vinegar. My goal from little was to bring the women to me, not run them away. So when you pushing that rhetoric in my mind, you got to really believe this shit. You got to really have been through some hurt and unsuccessful. You got to be really unsuccessful out here, because you're not bringing women closer with this fuck ass shit you talking about. So that's your really thought, bro. You not getting the results that you strive for.
But is he talking about that in his hometown?
He not getting results that he strive for in life, bro.
Bro, that's real deep for you to say, bro, because you don't know.
How? I do know.
Bro,
you're 40.
In their real life.
You 40. You had a 3 relationship, a 6-month relationship, a 1-year relationship. You can't keep a bitch. You can't keep a bitch.
Hey, there's a bunch of people that don't act like that. They still, and you know what? There's a bunch of socially awkward people that they gotta say certain shit just to get the crowd to laugh too.
I'm just saying, them niggas. To me, if a nigga can't keep a bitch, it's something wrong with you. I got the opposite problem: getting rid of a bitch. Ain't shit wrong with me. I adapt, nigga. I don't knock women down. I don't take it on your body count. I don't give no fucks, nigga. When I meet a woman, you're a virgin to me. You can have 20 kids, but you're a virgin when I got you. Like I just programmed my mind to something. I don't know, bro. I'm just gonna listen, bro. I don't.
I hear you, dog.
I don't got problem with women. I don't knock no women. I fucked with a stripper before for years. I don't know, bro. It really ain't my fight. I want them niggas to keep losing. Cause you really fucking up the good women, fuck around and get one. Cause you fucking get the good woman, you gonna fuck her up too. Keep losing and dwelling at the bottom. And dwell and fuck with the bottom dwellers. Cause the women I fuck with, they ain't gonna fuck with you no how. Like you ain't even much.
Let me ask you a question. Don't you see that the ones that really can't keep a woman or go with the women that gonna fuck them over and then they leave them hurt? They usually do well with the bottom dwellers.
And so live down there.
But
live down there.
That's where they want to live though. They
trying to come up.
They're not trying to get the chicks up here.
No, they are. They are.
Bro, no, they're not, bro. Bro. Listen, what I'm saying. Usually, those dudes talk about a woman's physical appearance. There's 90% of what they talk about. Her physical appearance.
Cause that's what they can't achieve.
That's my point. You know,
all these bitches want is money. All these bitches want is money, bro. I'm only spending $37 on a bitch. Man, get your po ass around me, nigga. Po ass nigga. You's a po nigga. Let it fuck around me, po ass nigga.
But Tasha, that's my point. They not going for the women that can make them better, bro.
They going, but the women ain't going.
Bro, listen to what we talking about, because we know of them dudes on Clubhouse. They don't talk about what a woman does for a living. They don't talk about how great a woman is. All about is physical features. Physical features of fat ass, big titties, you know, they the breastologist. A woman is fat.
Yeah.
They don't talk about nothing else. They don't talk about a woman being smart. a woman having a shit together, a woman having an education, a woman having a good job, a woman that make them feel like a man, a woman that ain't gonna cheat on them, a woman that ain't gonna lie to them, a woman like mom, a woman like Floyd wife, or one sister-in-law. They don't talk about those type of women, bro.
Because they
They
don't
talk about
qualify.
women that got big asses, big
JJ,
titties. That's it.
JJ, because they don't qualify for those.
They don't qualify, bro.
Well, listen,
They don't qualify a little bit.
let's see, but hold on one second. It ain't about what they qualify. I said they don't go after those type of women. They go
But
after
they
the
do.
bottom feeders.
We gonna have a Mexican standoff on this one, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We're not gonna reach a conclusion. We're not gonna reach a conclusion, and we don't got to. It's cool. I know what it is, and I just know what it is,
Man,
bro.
so how come? So this is what I get. I'm just going off of people that how, because people are schizophrenic in Clubhouse, right? They go after a bottom feeder one hand, and then go after a woman with a doctorate on the other hand. You can't have a crackhead and PhD. That's just not possible. Like, that ain't how life works, you know. But people in the room do
going
it.
after one type, Lord. I mean, Rock. They going after one type, bro. They going after one type, a fat ass and big titties. That's it. That's they type. It ain't no smart woman.
And you say the PA just happen to have that criteria as well.
Whatever Toxic and BW talking about, bro, we hear it. They don't talk about nothing else other than physical features. That's it.
Let me give you an example, JJ. Certain men know not to try to approach me. And why do they know that? Because they know they don't qualify you to have a conversation with me intellectually. They know they standards. My thing is, they know that shit don't cut it with me. I'm gonna call it out. But the ones that don't call it out and be like, "Oh my gosh, I like him. He got that." But then they get wait, let me finish. But then they get mad at the ones like me and throw subs and shots and jabs at people like me because they don't qualify to get a woman like me. That's what she's saying. That's all she was saying. Y'all ain't gotta know.
But listen, what I'm saying. Well, listen, what I'm saying. I'm not arguing about her though. I mean, what do you think somebody is saying that what she's saying is wrong?
I started bringing up when she must have been hurt.
I thought y'all asked. I thought the question was asked. Do we know people?
Somebody got a hot mic.
Man, Toxic. I thought the question was asked, do we know people like that? So when a question like that being asked, me personally, I'm gonna say no, because I'm thinking that
we playing on semantics. Have you had discussions with people?
No, we're not.
Have you had discussions with people like that?
See,
have you had discussions? I'm changing the verb now. I'm working with you. We're getting somewhere. Have you had discussions?
I never had a personal discussion with somebody like that in my real life.
It ain't about your real life. You keep bringing up real life again. I ain't say. Have you ever had a discussion?
That's what I live by.
I said a discussion. I didn't say face to face. I didn't say sit beside the dude smoking a cigar or drinking whiskey. I said, have you had discussions?
I'm telling you what it is that JJ, if somebody asks me that question, I'm gonna answer about my real life. Half of these people I never fucking meet. My friends that I call friends that I trust, They ain't like that.
We know that, JJ. We know that about all of y'all.
The thing about it, the guys like the people on Clubhouse, I don't know what their outcomes are. You know what I mean? Like a guy could go on Clubhouse, talk all this shit about women, hating on women, bashing women. At the end of the night, he could go to a club, pull him a bad one, and whatever the case may be. So I don't know what their outcome. I got the perfect analogy. Y'all all done played football. And you know how everybody's talking about what they gonna do when we get the pads on. I'ma run your ass over. Wait till next week when we put pads on. How they talking shit the whole week. But then when you put on pads, you start seeing something different. You know what I mean? The people who were saying this and saying that, can't hit. They can't run the ball. They can't do half the shit that they were talking about when you get the pass on. Like, I don't know what these guys' outcomes are. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I don't know if they're able to succeed with that same mentality. I don't know if they're just talking shit. And when they approach women, it's something different. I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like I could say, okay, these guys talk shit on Clubhouse, but can I really say they're not getting women? I don't know that. I don't know. I'm not living to that part of their life. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I don't know. I mean, if I just went on what I hear on Clubhouse, everybody sitting on stage is a millionaire. You know what I mean? We're a billion-dollar business. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that's just the type of stuff that's thrown around Clubhouse. But when we get in real life, people got bills, people got jobs, people got situations going on. You know what I mean? That's when, to me, the truth is somewhere in the middle. I just don't know what them guys' outcomes are. I know what Rock outcome is. I met JJ in person. I know what his outcomes is. I know a little bit about Toxic. You know what I mean? But I don't know everybody who I talk to on Clubhouse. I don't know what they're doing in their real life. If they're succeeding with that type of mindset, I don't know.
Brent, what percentage do you think is true when they speak?
I mean, I would say there's enough have a disdain against women. You know what I mean?
What percentage do you think what they're saying is true and false?
Man, I don't know how much of it is just talking shit and how much of it is real. I mean, I just don't know. Because
you're a numbers guy. Give me a percentage.
I mean, I don't 30%. I would say 30% is probably who they really are. 70% we don't even know. We don't know what these guys could be staying in a damn cardboard box. All we know, you know what I mean? Having to have a damn Obama phone that they could get on Clubhouse with. You know what I mean? We wouldn't know.
Yeah, man. I think where we kind of lose the argument, is that one, that's not our reality. We're not a problematic group of guys that have trouble with women, in that way. The other side of it is that we don't surround ourselves with men who complain or divulge their struggles with women. You know what I mean? They may have, we may have some friends that's having struggles with women, but that's not what they're talking to us about. You know what I mean? And even when I was a single guy and we would have conversations about women, right? We were talking about all the women we did not get a chance to date. Those aren't the women we're talking about. We're talking about the women that we had an opportunity to spend time with and we got a chance to get to know. Yeah.
So I got a question. Do you think that if we were to take everybody on Clubhouse and just do an experiment, put them in a real room together, one, do you think those guys will behave like that? Two, do you think some of those guys would succeed? You know, like some of those guys would actually, get acquainted with women. Yeah. What about the first question? Do you think those guys will behave the same fashion that they did here on Clubhouse? You don't think they will? You know what I mean? So
I don't think
I
they'll
mean,
succeed if the woman heard them talk beforehand.
That's why I ask the question sometimes. How would some people, like, if they significant others not on Clubhouse, let's say you're in a relationship, for instance, like Brayton and Kayla can be on Clubhouse together, have conversations daily, right? I don't think even the ones in relationships that don't know they are this person know that if they significant other was to come on the show and come in the room and hear them talk, I don't think they would. A lot of them will still be in their relationships, and I know they may not be telling the truth, but I don't think much of them gonna change. Maybe a small percentage of them gonna change, but I don't think the women that they're with know they are the men who they are on a social media talking out.
I believe that. That's what I believe.
If some husbands and wives were to come in that space of significant others and hear men and women speak on the stuff that they speak on and how they speak and how they don't like this, how they don't want this, to get on my nerve, all this, a lot of relationships won't survive. I would say over 70% of them won't survive.
That's
and the
facts.
rest of them will survive longevity.
That's facts.
So that's how I know. That's why I feel like some of the stuff that they're saying is some truth.
Hey, DW.
Read what Floyd just said.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it a little bit farther, DW. If one of these dudes that be talking shit like that on Clubhouse, and a woman that they are interested in being there, don't be talking like that. They ain't gonna
Well, I do know a situation where I know a man who talks reckless on the app and tried to go after a woman, but the woman was like, "Oh, the way you talk on the app, I don't really want to rock with you like that." Well, that's just not me. Well, he already lost that woman because of him playing this game on social media.
He said, "Well," he said,
he wanted to go after a woman, but he talked reckless on the app every day, right? He talked reckless. He said what he wanted to say, and this woman was turned off by it, but he didn't know that she didn't know what he was saying was bullshit. So he say it was bullshit after she called him on it. But he didn't change that storyline.
That's my point.
But JJ, he didn't change that storyline after losing that woman. He still stayed that same motherfucker, that same person that felt that way. He didn't realize that, okay, well, you know what? Maybe this storyline I'm working on, the lies I'm talking, this macho shit I'm playing, it ain't working for me. Now I'm eating my own words because of the bullshit I said on this app. And I really like this girl. He ain't fucking with me because I said this bullshit.
And then they come back and try to hide it with like, yeah, y'all know I'm just trolling, I'm just playing. Nah, bitch. No, motherfucker.
It's been conversation on that app, and if certain men have tried to talk to D-Dub, I don't put their business up. But the thing is, it's certain things they can say one little stupid thing that's so ignorant and dumb to where you're like, oh, this might be a nice guy, look at him trying to do, and say one, like, even if he playing or he joking or he in the storyline of Clubhouse of doing it, all that stuff they do now. I still don't want to hear it.
Well, that's fine.
Because you know how much energy it takes to pray something that you not all day long, every day. We on that 7 days a week. 8 to 12 hours a day. It's a lot of work.
That's my point.
A lot of work to be somebody you're not.
But see,
I think a lot of people are lame.
Like, people try to talk on Clubhouse, then they got 4 or 5 folks that they talk to.
Mute your mic. Is he eating chips?
Yeah.
Can you mute
Toxic? Man, but it was a good topic, man.
Oh, I'm bringing this back up Wednesday. We're gonna dig a little deep.
I just believe if everyone was a white member,
we run this bitch hard.
You just gonna get a woman's perspective. That's it. That's not digging.
You can run this bitch back tomorrow. I don't give a fuck.
That's digging deeper.
I think we should run it in the room.
We run this bitch back tomorrow. Goddamn it. We gonna call the niggas out tomorrow. I'm with it.
Yeah. I think that's what.
Right,
I'm with it. What time?
10 a.m.
I want to say, let let me close this out right quick. Hey man, I appreciate everybody watch, everybody, you know what I'm saying? I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate Floyd chiming in and the rest of the Sexy Cigar Lounge crew. And we're gonna come back with another banger, man, probably tomorrow or this weekend, man. And we're gonna keep it cracking, man. So with that said, man, we got y'all on the next one. Peace out.